Joining us now to react, House Foreign Affairs Committee member and retired Army Ranger, Congressman Brian Mast. Congressman, I'm looking at your tweets. You're flabbergasted. You're angry. It's unacceptable. Where are we at right now in your mind? And what are your thoughts after leaving so much in Afghanistan?
We have an energized Taliban, a much more well-armed Taliban, a protected Taliban because they have all of our up-armored vehicles, equipment, all funded by the U.S. taxpayer. And one of the most dangerous things that could possibly be going on, you have the administration saying they want the quickest exit, not the safest exit.
Yep.
They're totally concerned about optics. And if there's anything that history teaches us, it's when politicians are more concerned about optics than they are about the safety of the troops, the service members, whether it's the Beirut bombings, the barracks bombings in Beirut, whether it's Mogadishu, whether it's Vietnam. When they're concerned about optics, and that's the number one thing, then troops get killed. And this ongoing mission is still extremely dangerous.
Congressman, they seized our assault weapons, our Humvees, our tanks. They stole those from the Afghan security forces that we paid for. There's video that they're posting all over social media showing these images. What do we do? Do we just let them get away with this?
There's not going to be a repo team that's sent in. When the Pentagon answered, what they said about the plan to get those things back, there is no plan. There is no capability to do that. They're not going to go up and say, hey, listen, do you have the title for this Humvee? Do you have the title for this? Right. Did you register this weapon? That's not going to happen. It's in the hands of the Taliban. They're much better equipped for the duration, forever. That's just the simple fact now.
Yeah, Congressman, sometimes when you know that the end is near, you try to take the stuff out of country. Otherwise, worst case scenario, you just blow it up. But this goes to show how fast this, the whole ball of wax unraveled, because it's like, okay, we're running for our lives. We don't have time to torch the Humvee.
It doesn't just go to show that. It goes to show how full of crap the administration really are, because they're trying to play it both ways, right? They're trying to say, well, we knew that they weren't going to be able to protect things, and that's why we were getting out. It didn't matter if we stayed a month or a year. That's Biden's line on this. Well, if you knew that they were going to take all of that equipment over and there wasn't going to be any success, then why didn't you take that equipment out of their hands? Why didn't you get rid of it? They're trying to play it both ways, and nobody's buying.
So, Congressman, get this. There's a situation now where there are Americans outside of Kabul, and there are allies to Americans outside of Kabul, people that helped you outside of Kabul. According to reports, there's a ring outside of the airport that won't let anyone inside, and the 82nd has just landed and is trying to secure the airport. Please play this out. War plan this out. I thought we're out of there. We're going to put it behind us. We're in a fight. There's going to be a standoff. What are we going to do?
Yeah. Well, the idea coming from the administration that if they say, listen, people, Taliban, that have been fighting us for 20 years, if you do what you've been doing for the last 20 years, we're going to come in and hit you. They're laughing at that. Of course, they're taking over the airfields. Well, what are we going to do? Send a telegram or a message to the people that have to get flown out? Hey, go show up to the place that
got 8,000 going in. Congressman, will they fight? Congressman, will they? When our guys land, will they fight these guys? I mean, to get our guys back, to get Americans out of hotels?
Brian, this is why it's so dangerous. They need to fight. They're going into a place that we've been fighting for 20 years. They're being told, because of the bad optics, we don't want to call this a mission. You're going in there just to secure the area, not to go out there and give the greatest violence of action ever seen, so nobody comes anywhere near our people, you guys, those that were trying to get out. That's not what's happening. They're trying to tiptoe out of there in the way that they did that started this whole mess, when they tiptoed out in the middle of the night. That's what started this mess. That was the impetus to why this all happened. Them tiptoeing out in the middle of the night. Their optics are going to get people killed. This is the biggest problem, in my opinion.
Congressman, thank you for joining us this morning. Thank you for serving, too.
Can I ask one more question? Congressman, what do you think about the former President Ghani leaving with 4 carloads of cash and a chopper full of cash and is in Uzbekistan right now? Should he not be arrested? That is our money.
It was the most predictable thing. I've been, sadly joking about this for months, that we were going to see this guy become an expatriate living in London somewhere with a couple $1 billion of our money. Now we see two of the worst things. We see that playing out in Uzbekistan, and the Taliban taking a couple $1 billion and billions of dollars in equipment in Afghanistan. It's going to be the new Club Med for terrorists to come train while we have an open border in the United States. Great combination, Biden.
No kidding. It didn't have to happen that way. All right, Congressman, thank you very much.
Y'all take care.
Thanks.
All right.